As a content creator, sound is very important. I've said it in most of my videos that sound is very, very important as a content creator. This is a wireless microphone, Hollyland Lark M2. And this is the latest version or the newer version of this particular one. This is Hollyland Lark M2S. These two, I bought this just recently because this one was messing up and we'll get into it. But after buying this particular one, I found out that the earlier version is better to me. This is my personal opinion. I've not been paid by Hollyland to do this, but this is my personal opinion on what I think about this particular newer version of the Hollyland Lark M2. If, as a content creator, your sound is very, very important, and the sound coming from this particular video that you're watching is coming from this microphone, which is the newer version, the Hollyland Lark M2S. I bought this Hollyland Lark M2 about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I've forgotten. But then I bought this just yesterday, and after I opened it, I was disappointed. I'll show you everything in this box and everything in this box, and then you will see why I'm disappointed, and also you can let me know whether my disappointment is justified or not. Let's put the M2S aside and tackle the Hollyland Lark M2. This is the first time I bought this microphone. When I saw the review online, I was very intrigued because of how they sold it. They were like, this is a microphone that is like a button, the size of a button. You can use it and it's nice. The range is perfect. I love everything about it. And I was sold, so I bought it. It was at the time like 1,400 Ghana cedis 2 years ago, and I bought it. Now, if you check Hollyland Lark M2 and you open the box, this is how it's like. You will see this is, you can connect this to your iPhone, the older versions of the iPhone, and this is also a Type-C port. These are the receivers for this particular microphone. Aside these, you will get your box, and this has the buttons in there. This is the microphone. It feels like a button, and this is one of the reasons why I got hooked to this particular mic, because it's like a button. I mean, if you fix it like this, upright like this, it's not as heavy as DJI, that, you know, all those Rode mics that it will be puff over here like that. Yes, this one is demure. If you like, you can even turn it backwards. That way, it's just like a dot over here. You get it? As like compared to the newer version, which you have to hang over here. This one felt nicer, so I liked it. And it also has a receiver. This receiver for when you want to connect to a mobile, a video camera and use. So these are some of the reasons why I got hooked to the Hollyland Lark M2. And then for some reasons, which I'll get to later in the video, I decided to get a newer version of the Hollyland Lark. And that's when I got Hollyland Lark M2S. When I opened this M2S, I found this in there that, okay, you can see clearly that the box is different. This is M2, this is M2S. You can see the box is totally different. And if you open the M2S, you get to put these ones, one of these, either the Android one or the iPhone one. There's a space where you can put one of them in the box, so that when you're roaming around with the box, at least if it's an Android you use, you have your adapter in there, because I'm very sure people have complained that it gets missing and stuff like that. So that's why they did this particular change. Cool. And another thing I noticed is the size is almost the same, but all of a sudden this one comes with a hook. This one comes with a hook that you have to hook on your shirt. And I'm like, if you look at this, the way it's hooked on the shirt, and you look at this, how this one just fits like a button. You can position it in a way that it will feel like it's part of your shirt. It feels like a logo, you know. See the way this one is. it feels like it's just a logo, like this is the logo of the shirt, you get right? But this is obviously a microphone. If you have a shirt, let's say I'm wearing a shirt with a collar, you can hide this one and pin it in a way that they will not even see this round thing. And so you will just be talking and it doesn't feel like, but this one, you have to hook it. So this is my first disappointment of this particular microphone that I got. This is my first there's a Rant video anyway. This is my first disappointment of the new Hollyland Lark. Aside that, there are so many other things that come with these products. In fact, if you take out the box and you lift this thing off, there's a compartment here. This one has the same compartment. Let me just put this here. This one has the same compartment that when you lift up, there's a bag. This is the bag for the Hollyland Lark M2, and this is the bag for the Hollyland Lark M2S. But what is in the bag is my problem. With the M2S, you get a charger. This is a charger. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much for the charger. Charger. Aside that, you get this. You connect it with. If you're connecting to the camera, you get this particular adapter to connect to the camera, and then you get these ones. These are the windbreakers. It's for when you are in town. Let's say you are shooting content by the beach or something. You put the mic in this so that when it's even if it's windy, that sound will not enter your mic. So this is one another thing in there, and there are two because there are two mics in there. Cool. And then there's the iPhone adapter for the Hollyland Lark. These are the only things in this. If you come to there's the Lark M2S. Now, if you come to the older version, which is the Lark M2, these are the things in the box. First of all, you get this. This is like a clip. So in case you don't want to use the Lark as a button, in case you don't want to use this as a button that you just hook to your dress like this as a button, in case you don't want to use it and you want to hook it, you can actually take out this magnet. This one is connected with a magnet. You can actually take off this magnet and then hook this magnet to this. Then now it becomes more like a pin that you can now pin to your shirt or whatever it is. You can like hook it like this. You get? So it comes with this pin. Cool. Aside, where's this thing? All right. Aside this pin and this pin, it gives you two of this. Aside that, you have this. This is like a chain. See this? It's like a chain. So if you don't want to use it and hook it like this, and you also don't want to use this particular clip, you can use this as a chain. So now your microphone is in the form of a chain that you can wear around your neck. So let's say you're cycling or you're doing something that maybe if you hook with the magnet and you run, it might come off. You wear this as a chain around your neck like this. Or you can even wear it as a chain and tuck it in. See? So when you tuck it in, no one will even know you have a mic, because now it's not hooked on your shirt, so it's not even giving any weight or anything. This is just like a necklace, like you're wearing just any necklace. I've used this to interview someone before. In fact, 2 artists. I used this particular chain when I was interviewing B-Strap KOTM. He came to my studio, but there was light off, and because my podcast set is known for the red microphones, we just set up outside as if we are talking through the microphone, and I gave B-Strap the chain, and I also wore one, and we wore it in a way that you will not even see that we're wearing any chain, just like this. And we were talking, and all the sound was being picked through the microphone, and you will not see anything hang. But if you watch the interview, you will think we are talking through the Rode mic. This chain, it's not in the new version. It's not in the new version, but it's here. Anyway, so there's another disappointment that I have with the M2S. Aside that, it comes with the normal cable, which is also in the M2S. It comes with a smaller USB, which is not in the M2S. It comes with the windbreakers, which is the one that if you are in town or maybe you are shooting at the beach, you put it on the mic so that it will break the wind. It comes with these ones. They are in the M2S. And then this for connecting to the camera, connecting the receiver, connecting this particular receiver, this receiver, you connect it and connect it to your video camera, and then it will receive. So that means, aside the design that I don't really like because it's no longer like a button, and now you have to hook it on your shirt like this. Aside that, this chain is not inside. Why? Because this chain is very cool. Tell me this is not cool. Tell me this is not cool. And also, it doesn't come with this. And I don't know, maybe they, after releasing the M2, they found out that many people don't use the chain. And many people don't use this clip. And so if they keep producing it, there's extra money that's going like affect cost. And also this chain is also extra money that's going to affect cost. That's why they took it out. Maybe that's why they took it out. But I'm just disappointed that the M2S didn't come with it. Another design flaw that I saw that, okay, it's not a design flaw, but I just felt like when you are charging the older version, which is the Lark M2, when you're charging it, it has these 4 buttons that you can use to determine the battery power. So if I open it right now, you can see it's fully charged. You can see it's fully charged. So it keeps coming down. If you have 25% power and everything, you know that you have power, so you need to recharge or anything. Now with the newer version, which is the M2S, it has only this light over here. So if you open, it will just show this light. And now in the manual, they are telling you that if the light is green, it means you have between 90% to 100%. If it's white, it means you have this percentage to this percentage. If it's red, it means you have below 5%. I have to come and learn colors when I can just see over here that, Charlie, what is this? What is this? No, are my points justified, or right now I'm just trying to find faults? Let me know. With all these, do you think they could have just taken some parts of this and just put here and not change the entire thing? Because this feels, and this is 1,700 now, probably because of the dollar rate and everything. The new Lark in Ghana, 1,700 Ghana cedis. So based on these two, what do you think about the design and all that? This one too has a newer or a sleeker adapter for the video cameras. This sleek, so I like this. This one is looking very, very sleek. You can just hook to your video camera and it's nice. But for the rest of the things, I don't know. I'm just a bit disappointed. But one thing I've noticed about the older version, which is the Lark M2, is that with mine, the magnet has come off. This is it. So this one's magnet, the magnet behind the mic that you can hook to this, it has come off. So now I have to use super glue or something to, like, you know, glue it intact or glue it in place. So this is one design flaw for the Lark M2. But when it comes to the fact that it's button sized and you don't have to hook it, this one, there's no other way to hook it apart from hooking it like this. So no matter what, a mic will be seen. But with the Lark M2, which is the older version, there are so many ways to hide it that it won't show. So these are some of the some of the designs that I don't like about the newer version. I just went to buy it yesterday because the M2 is kind of messing up, so I needed a new microphone. And after buying it, it felt some way, and I'm like, nah, let me just make a video about it. So these are my personal opinions about this particular Lark M2S. Aside that, the sound quality and everything is great. The noise cancellation and everything is great. I love it. So this is the sound that's coming out from the Hollyland Lark M2, the older version, not the M2S, which is the newer version. This is the button one. This is the sound coming from the Hollyland Lark M2S, as you can see over here. And it's a very good microphone if you're into content creation. Maybe you do all these travel vlogs and stuff like that, and you're looking for something that can pair to your phone and also to your camera. This is very good, and it has very good range. In fact, you can keep going back and back and back and back, and you can see that it's still picking my sound actually all the way to this place, and you can still hear me speak. This is the range. So can you hear me speak? You can hear me? You can hear me? Well, cool. So this is the range of the Hollyland Lark M2S. It's as in, you can go very, very far, and you don't even need to shout, because where I am right now, I'm talking and you can hear me clearly. And this one too, you can see that it has a very long range. You go all the way back, you can hear me clearly as I speak. I can go all the way to the back here like I did before, and you can still hear me clearly. I don't even need to shout or anything. I'm here and you can hear me very, very clearly, right? Can you hear me? You can? You can? If you can't, let me know in the comment section. But this is how far I came with the M2S, and this is it. So if you're into all those vlogs that, let's say you want to do something cinematic or dramatic, you come out from behind a tree, coming from the states of Kwewu and those things, you can do that with this. The range is very good, and you can hear the quality. So this one too is very good for content creation and stuff like that when you are walking around and stuff. Let me see if I can turn off the... Okay, so this is the noise cancellation. Noise cancellation has been turned on. There's not much noise here for you to even note the noise cancellation, but did you feel any difference noise cancellation wise? The Hollyland Lark M2S. Noise cancellation is off now. Can you feel the difference? Okay. So can you hear with the sound from the AC and the wind that's blowing and everything, and then you turn on the... Let me see. Okay, noise cancellation is on. Noise cancellation on. Noise cancellation off. Okay, now let's test the M2, the older version. And with the noise cancellation, there's noise cancellation on. How is it like? Noise cancellation on. And then noise cancellation off. What's the difference? You get? So this is it. What do you think? When it comes to the audio quality, what do you think about the Hollyland Lark M2 and then the M2S? But when it comes to all the added components that are supposed to come with this particular microphone, that's where I found it a bit underwhelming. So yeah, let me know if you think I have a point. Let me know if you think I don't have a point and they know why they're doing this. Let me know. But I think they probably did some research and found out that there are certain components on the M2 that people are not really using. So if they continue to produce it, it's going to kind of cost them. So they decided to take it out from the M2S. But aside that, I mean, the sound quality, what do you think? Sound quality great? Sound quality not so good? So yeah, this is just a rant video about Hollyland, and after buying the newer version, yeah. So share your thoughts on this. Do you think I have a point or I'm overreacting? just let me know. Let me know.